Perfect. Okay, so welcome everyone. I'm Coach Randy. Some of you may have been referred by Coach Hedal or Coach Danny. We're going to start this meeting for the junior team tennis for the 12-year-old team, as well as the 14-year-old team. So I'm going to be sharing my screen and we'll be going over some important information for the season. And let me just start this presentation. I'm going to try to keep it short and concise. May take at least 15 to 20 minutes, maybe a little longer. And then at the end, we'll have a little bit of time for questions if you have any. I'm also going to record this. So for some of the parents who couldn't make it, um, I'm going to share this with them in a link to the emails later today. So can everyone see my screen, or can someone maybe give me a thumbs up if you can see my screen that I'm sharing?
Yeah, we're able to see your screen.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, welcome. This is the first time we're having this at La Mirada. We're having a 12 and under, as well as a 14-year-old and under, and I'm going to share this in the email after the presentation as well, so you can use it for reference. It's just to help prepare the students as well as the parents of what to do, what to expect, and how the season is going to go. So a little bit about me, real quick. Like I said, some of you may know Coach Danny and Coach Hedal, and I've worked with Coach Hedal for a few years in the city of Downey, and we just moved over to the La Mirada. We're vendors for Los Angeles County. But yeah, I've been coaching tennis for about 20 years. I've been playing tennis since I was about 6, so almost 30 years. And oh, Paul, can you please mute your thank you so much. And I am PTR certified. So PTR is like the professional tennis registry. So been playing a long time and been coaching close to 20 years. And I love it. So a very important piece about myself. I want you guys to kind of understand what my view of coaching is. My philosophy is called Kaizen. Basically, it's just continuous self-improvement and growth. So that's what I encourage in the students and any of the athletes that come to me. Of course, I want them to succeed, but my view of success is as long as you're always getting better, the wins will come. And I really want them to be a good person first and instill good values in them, like discipline, hard work, perseverance. And I want them to be a good student and then finally a good athlete. So I really encourage them to, be good kids and be good students in school. And then if they're doing those things that are priorities well, then they have that privilege of playing tennis. And I believe there's no real excellence in this world, which can be separated from good living. And what that means is if they're doing all those things that they're supposed to at home, then success will be easier on the tennis court. So, in terms of the season, I want to share what the purpose and the goals of the team are. It's pretty simple. I want to make sure that the students, similar to the philosophy, are always improving and becoming better tennis players and to develop their skill. I want them to make sure they're enjoying that process, that they're having fun. I know tennis can be a very solo and individual sport sometimes, kind of like golf, but in this opportunity, they have the chance to play tennis with other kids, develop relationships. And what's interesting is that tennis, even though it's an individual sport, you can't really get good by yourself. You need a village. You need a coach, supportive parents, and you need friends to practice with. It's not realistic to just be very talented and think you're going to get good, but you need instruction and support. And that's why I appreciate the parents when they come and donate some of their time and are there to encourage their kids. Another goal is to develop teamwork. So, what I mean is, they can't get good just by themselves, just by taking lessons. Even though the coach might be great, I've seen Danny, I've seen Hedal, and I believe myself, I'm pretty a solid coach. Even though they might take lessons all the time, um, you need a support system. You need a community of people that are kind of headed the same direction, people to practice with and to push you. And it's more fun when you have a friend that's really like at your level because you push each other to get to the next stage. So here we want to make sure we form those relationships, having the parents get to know each other, having the kids get to know each other so that they can play, not just in the team lessons, but they can, contact each other and just play on their own with or without the coach. And also, it's a great opportunity for them to experience other kids that are also competitive from other parks, and they learn these skills like problem solving, how to, beat the opponents, how to be disciplined, because if you feel that taste of loss, it's a little bitter. And for me, I hate losing, and I know that I learned to work hard because I hated losing so much. So it's a lot of great outcomes that will come from the season, and I hope to be there with you guys every step of the way. For some parents who have not been able to register, I know it's kind of a little bit of a lengthy process, but I made this slide to make it easy. There's 3 steps, and I'll go over them very quickly, not just for yourselves, because most of you have either registered already or are about to, but also for the people rewatching this video. I want to make sure that's very clear. So step one, you want to sign up for the team at La Mirada, and there's 2 options. You can sign up for Fridays, which is when we have our large team practice for the 12s and the 14s. It's going to be from 5 to 7 p.m. every single Friday. So that Friday, all the advanced kids will play matches. We'll have a lot of live ball drills. And it's more about match play and strategy, not so much technical work. That's going to be a little bit more for your private instructors, whether it's myself, Coach Danny, or Coach Hedel. That's when they're going to give you the individual attention to work on those specific parts of your game that you need to. The team practices will be doubles and singles matches and playing points and utilizing all those skills that you've learned in your private instruction. So option one is Fridays plus matches. Option two is 3 practices a week. So Friday is the main practice. And then you have the option of coming to Tuesday and Thursday as well, where that's going to be a little bit of a mix of both match play as well as private and technical instruction. We have one parent that is having trouble coming Tuesday to Thursday because they have their son in soccer and they've already enrolled and committed to the season, Tuesdays and Thursdays. So if there are parents that have a child that is interested and maybe can do Monday, Wednesday instead, please message me privately after the Zoom call and let me know so that we can schedule some Monday, Wednesday practices instead of just Tuesday, Thursday. But when I send this link in the email, you can just click the top one or the bottom one. It will lead you to the County of Los Angeles, where you can make an account to register. I am a vendor for the Los Angeles County, certified and contracted by them. So everything that we do is approved by the county. So you would have to make your account through the county and register there. So that's step one for the team practices. Step two, some of you may have already done this. If your child has already played a tournament in the USTA, which is the United States Tennis Association, they probably already have a USTA number. But if they have not played a tournament before, you're going to have to click this link here and make a free account for the USTA where you can get your USTA number for your child. And if they're a junior under the age of 18, I believe, you can do it for free. So just click this link, sign them up, and get a membership number. Save that number for the next step. So the third thing that you're going to sign up for is the actual league itself. This is the Orange County Junior Team Tennis League. There's two. There's an Orange County and a Los Angeles League. So even though our program is technically in La Mirada, which is LA County, we're right on the border where Buena Park is. So we're actually going to be in the Orange County League. So we're the northmost city, and we may go as far south as Mission Viejo, Irvine, depending on which team sign up. If you're a 12-year-old parent, you're going to use this team number to sign up your student. And if you're a parent of a 14-year-old or under team member, you're going to use this number. So when you click on the link right here, It's going to lead you to the junior team tennis page and use that number, copy and paste it into the little section where it says team number, and you're going to find our team name, which is um, the Avengers, basically. My company is called Tennis and Pickleball Heroes, so we have some hero themes all throughout our organization, our company, and everything. So you can either use it.
Yes.
Oh, hi. Hi, can you put your Zoom on mute, please? Actually, never mind. It's okay. I'll mute it. So click on this link and use this number for 12s and this number for 14s. You'll find the little menu bar where you can copy and paste it. All right, moving along. Some information on the actual league itself. Like I said, we're in Orange County Division. We might be playing all the way south to Mission Viejo, and all our home matches will be at La Mirada Regional Park. If you have kids and they have their friends that are interested in playing, they can register all the way up to October 6th, and that's the cutoff. So if someone's like, oh my gosh, you're playing a team tennis, like I want to join too. Um, I'm sorry, Hedal's messaging me, and they'll just have to watch the replay. Um, the match schedule will be coming out September 1st. That's once the league coordinator makes it. It's going to be anywhere from 6 to 8 matches. Usually it's around 8 matches, depending on how many teams sign up, possibly up to 10. The season will start September 6th and 7th. Our first match will be that Saturday or Sunday, and every team can schedule when their home matches are, but usually I talk to the other coach and we'll find out that Monday, whether it's like Saturday or Sunday. Usually they're Saturdays, and usually they're anywhere from like 1 to 5 p.m., depending on the team and depending on the usage of the facilities. If it's our home matches in La Mirada, they're going to be 1 o'clock for the 12-year-olds, 12, not 12 o'clock, 3 or 4 o'clock for the 14-year-olds. And it depends. Sometimes we'll have two matches, like the 12s and the 14s will play at the same day. One might be home, one might be away, or they both might be home. It just depends. But either myself or Coach He or one of our other instructors, Coach Kim, will be there to supervise and help facilitate the matches. The age cutoff is September 5th. So if your student or athlete turns 13 on September 5th, they won't be able to play. But if they turn 13 on September 6th, then they can play on the 12-year-olds. And same for the 14-year-old team. If they turn 15, as long as they're 14 on September 5th, they're okay to play. So I don't think any of you will have that issue, but that's just kind of an important note. Season ends on November 22nd or 23rd, and that's the playoffs. So every team will play on the playoffs after the regular season ends. Over here, there's age groups and then there's divisions. So within each age group, there's three divisions, bronze, silver, gold, and basically it's novice, intermediate, advanced. We're going to be playing 12s bronze and 14 bronze, which is all novice because this is our first time playing in this league as La Mirada. So we're going to see how that goes. And in general, if your students have played a tournament before, they're going to have a WTN, which is a world tennis number ranking them by skill. 40 is like new, 1 is a professional. So most of your students will probably be in the 36 to 40, which is the bronze league. The format for the teams, it'll be 6 singles players and 3 teams of doubles. So we need at least 6 kids per match. If we have less than 4 kids, we'll have to default. So it's important that every student communicates that yes, they can make that match or no, they can't. So we can find a suitable replacement. But 6 singles, 3 doubles, and it's a regular 6 game set with no add. And if you're at 5 all, you play a tiebreaker instead of 6 all. So for the students, hopefully you all know how to keep score. If not, don't worry, we'll be going over that at our first practice, which is this next Friday, or this upcoming Friday, actually. So I know on the flyer some of you received, it says We start September 1st, but I'm actually going to hold a first practice the week prior, which is on August 29th, so that we can kind of see everyone's skill level and make introductions and, have everyone play. In terms of scoring, the way that the team matches work is we count up all the games that the players play. So if our team, let's say, has more games than the other team, that's the first way that the teams are scored, so that every game is super important. Don't slack off for the kids, because every game matters. And if the game count is even, which very rarely happens, then the matches are scored. And then if even those are tied, we have a little final tiebreaker, which very rarely happens. All right. So match info, I don't want to go over this too much, but we want to make sure that parents, kids, even coaches like myself, we have good sportsmanship. We're following good what you call it, code of conduct, basically no cussing. Make sure you're shaking your opponent's hand. One very important rule is that during match play, some parents may not have played tennis themselves. So if you're watching your kid play, it's important that you cheer when one of the kids makes a good shot. Don't cheer when your opponent makes a bad shot. So that's a very important distinction, kind of a little different from other sports. So if you cheer, do it because someone did something great, not because the other kid blew it. That's one of the tennis etiquettes that you guys should know, and very important. During the match play, sometimes it's important just to let the kids play. Parents are not allowed to coach during the match. That is up to the coaches. So during changeovers, myself or Coach Danny or Coach He or Coach Kim will kind of give pointers so that they can, maybe make adjustments if necessary. But parents, you can kind of sit back and enjoy. So, tardiness, if the kids are late, which hopefully doesn't happen, there's penalties if they are 5, 10, 15 minutes late. And if they're 15 minutes late, they're defaulted. So hopefully that doesn't happen, but I know sometimes traffic gets in the way. Just let me know if students are not able to make it, well in advance. Like I was saying, home matches, La Mirada Regional Park. Away matches could be anywhere as far south as Mission Viejo. Preparation, make sure that this is for you students that are here watching this. Please make sure you get good night's sleep the night before, drink lots of water, prepare your water for the match, and make sure you nourish your bodies the night before so you have plenty of energy. Don't stay up playing video games or whatever. And for preparation, do your warm-ups and dynamic stretches at home before you come to the court. So that way, when you do come to the courts, you're ready to play and warm up with your teammates. If we have a match, let's say it's at 2 p.m., we want to make sure the team arrives at least like about 30 minutes early so that you can warm up. So that way we start right at 2. We don't want to get there at 2 and then warm up. We're starting exactly at 2. So 1:30 warm up, 2 p.m. start. Next one, match info, communication. After this, once everyone is signed up, I'm going to make a WhatsApp group so that way we can communicate within ourselves. Like I said, it takes a village to make sure that the kids have a great experience and that they're as successful as possible. So within the WhatsApp group, we're going to make any updates for the schedules of the practices. We're going to organize rides. So for example, parents are encouraged, of course, to drive their kids or a legal guardian. But if for some reason, parents might be working or can't make it, we're going to be a community and hopefully you guys can organize that. So and so can join our group and we're going to carpool to like, let's say Fountain Valley or something like that. But once I make that group, I'll put all the updates there and you can communicate with me directly or just text me. Updates, if there's any reason, let's say you guys can't make it to practice or to a match, please let me know as far in advance as possible so that I can make arrangements for the practices and make sure that the teams are even and kids have partners to play with. And like I said, for travel, coaches are not allowed to drive players, so please make sure that you guys make those arrangements and that you can drive your kids to the matches. On this right here, we have some resources. If any of you would like to be a parent volunteer, and what a volunteer is basically helping take the score. So when the kids are finished with their matches, you write down the score. If you want to help volunteer, you just have to make sure you do this link. It's called the USTA Safe Play, and it just makes sure you have familiarity with the rules and how the tennis program works. Also, some parents in the past have brought some snacks, some water, like a little jug with ice and water for the kids, things like that. Definitely, you're under no obligation to do that, but if you'd like to support, it's very much appreciated. And we also have these three resources down here. For some of the kids, I know like they're super gung-ho. They want to play all the time. They're just out there all the time. They just want to play tennis all day, every day. I have a lot of those kids, and a lot of them are on the team. We have some resources that I've made for them. Number one is a habit tracker. Basically, it's to if they're not sure what to do, they're basically tracking like, okay, today I did my exercises, I was eating clean today, I played a match, I did my like match reflections. Those are things that they can just print out and put it on their wall, and they just check off, okay, I did this, this, this today, so that they know these daily decisions they're making are leading them to be a better player. This stat sheet is for the parents. If you have gone to like your kids' tournament and you're just sitting there and you're like, oh, I wish I could do something aside from cheering, this is a great resource. You basically print it out and you can just track the statistics of the match. So let's say your kid makes an unforced error, you just put a little tally mark, and at the end of the match, you can show them like, oh, you did like 5 winners, but you made 7 errors on your backhand and you made 2 on your forehand. So the next time they practice, they know they should probably work on their backhand. Also, this one right here, if you are not sure, maybe you haven't played tennis yourself, I have a long-term development plan that you can download for free. So you're like, how can my kids play college? How can they play on a really good high school team? And what should they be doing at this age or that age? This will help you with that. So it's an age by age breakdown, what they should be doing and focusing on. Um, a lot of times for 10 to 12 year olds should be a lot of technical work, physical fitness, and just getting more familiar with the game. And then 14 to 16, it's a little bit more tournament play, mental, strategical, tactical stuff. So those are all free stuff that I made for you guys so that you can kind of help support your kids and your athletes. Like I said, it takes a village. So not just myself, but I want everyone to kind of play team and just ask what can we do to be a little bit better today than last time. That's what I do in my coaching and my business. And as parents, I think if there's little things that we can do to like make it easier for everyone, we'll have a really great program that we can all be proud of, that we can be, happy to like refer our friends and family to, that we can serve our kids better. And that's what I'm here for, guys. I'm here to serve you guys as parents as well as the kids and just make it like a great environment for them to thrive in. And, as much as I coach, you guys help me a lot by giving me feedback. I'm very open to it. So please, keep the channels of communication open. I'm very receptive to anything that I can do to better serve you guys and the kids. So please don't be shy to give me like feedback if there's something you think, oh, like, oh, I noticed this. It can be a little better next time. Okay. And a couple of things, tennis training. This is match play, a lot of point construction, singles and doubles. For private lessons, please keep doing private lessons with Coach Hedal and Coach Danny. That is individual instruction for technique and little tweaks. I'm going to do a lot more of the group stuff, which is going to be, more match play oriented. But if there are lessons that you guys are interested in, and let's say your kid's like, oh, like Coach Randy, like he really helped me. I want to do a few lessons or something. I'm going to be offering discounted lessons, but they're going to be filmed. For me, I'm the business owner. I have the contract with La Mirada, and my main goal right now aside from making the team, is to do a lot of marketing. And I'm going to be doing a lot of discounted lessons outside of program hours, like let's say for like Sunday or some really early mornings for some of the hardcore kids. And I'll do them for like a very, very low discounted rate, as long as you guys are okay with me filming and putting them onto like the Instagram or the TikTok or even YouTube. But it's something that can help all the kids and all the parents. So if there's anything you're like, oh, I wonder how to help my kid improve their hand-eye coordination or help them play better under match pressure, I want to help that student. And just, I'm sure that many students are probably facing the same challenge when they play the match. So I'm going to help everyone by filming it. So it's going to be a win-win for you guys because it's a discounted lesson, and also the team because I'll post it and you guys can access it for free. And I think that's about it. Right here is the best way to contact me. This is my personal cell phone number, so you can text me directly through that number right there. And you can follow me on all these social media platforms. It's basically TPB, it's just tennis and pickleball hero. And I'm pretty active. So if you guys have any like requests, I will try to answer them as quickly as possible and I'll make the videos. So thank you guys. And I'm going to go ahead and open it for questions. So if there's any questions, please feel free to ask them now. Oh, I'm so sorry. Um, Text me. I texted all of you, I believe. I need two things. Number one is the size of the t-shirt for the uniforms. So if you know your kid's size, please text it to me. I need to put the order in probably by Tuesday so that they arrive in time for our matches on whenever the 6th. And I think there's one more thing, but I can't remember. Okay, so doesn't look like anyone has questions, or you can feel free to put it in the chat. But if not, I'll go ahead and end it. I'll end it right at 5:30. But I want to thank you guys for hopping on. I really appreciate your time. Like I said, it takes a village. And I appreciate you guys supporting your kids, helping them be able to play and have this opportunity. After this call ends, I'm going to record this and upload it to the YouTube, and I'll put it in the link in the email so that way people that didn't make it can watch it. And please, very important, send me the size of your kid's t-shirt so that I can order it by Monday or Tuesday and have it arrive in time. Okay. So if that's all, guys, thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you guys soon. Like I said, our first practice will be this upcoming Friday, the 29th. So not the 5th, but the 29th. Okay, and I'll put all these updates in the email. So thank you guys. Thanks for your time. I will see you guys very soon. Have a great weekend.